This is Caravan Salon in Dusseldorf. Today is the 28th of August 2017. This is an Arto 83B from Niesmann Bischoff. It is 825 centimeters long, and as you can see, it's got two wheels at the back. In fact, it's got four wheels at the back. In fact, it's got 8 wheels at the back, but 4 of them you can't see. So it's a double axis at the rear. Let's have a look at some of the other details. It's 295 centimeters high and 232 centimeters wide. Its width somewhat appears much greater once you're inside the vehicle. And you'll want to know the bad news: 168,807. That's the vehicle in this condition, and not the base price, because the ones here always have some extras thrown in. Now, have a look at the garage. Got your electrics over there on the right, and you've got a toilet up there. Does that mean to say that you have to come into the garage to use the toilet? Well, we'll go inside and find out. Indeed, it's a rather clever thing that Niesmann Bischoff has done for many years, although there are now other companies also doing the same thing. And indeed, in Knaus and in Malibu vans, you see the same sort of idea with the toilet moving into the shower area. Anyway, I'll come on to that once I'm in the shower. Let's have a look at this layout, which I've learnt a new word today in German, which is bar design, so bar look. I don't quite know why it's called that, but this could be useful for somebody who's actually working in a van, such as myself. Be able to sit down here in this chair, or maybe in the captain's passenger seat, and sit here at the desk, or the table in this case, and work. And also point out, you've got a bit of storage down there with an electric point. I hope the electric point's coming out, but there is one down there. It isn't. Looking towards the back, now you can get your beds done in all sorts of ways, and I've shown beds before. In this case, it's got the single joinable look. Let's have a look at the bathroom, which is, I did mention this about using the toilet in the garage, and there you can see the toilet in the garage, which comes into the shower as and when you need it. You may think that in a vehicle of this size, well, maybe hiding the toilet away isn't really necessary. Now, that would be a relatively good argument, but you can see the benefit of this system in a smaller vehicle. In this case, you've got this absolutely enormous shower, and it's you get the entire family in there. It's so big. You've also got a rail at the top. I like a rail at the top. That allows me to be able to hang my wet clothes up. We can also see we've got underfloor storage as well. Let's have a look at what's down here. Well, in this underfloor storage, it's the water tank. But in others, you'll find space for keeping your beer and other things, such as looking down there. You see this in here. Hanging space, shelves. So as you have more hanging space, you can have whatever you want down there. Now, as I can see, as I'm at the trade fair and other people are coming into this vehicle, I shall have to possibly end here, but let you have a look right down there. And these people are quite early because it's some distance away from the main entrance here. So they must have raced their way here. Water tank. And here we have the batteries. So it's good use of the double floor. The batteries in this case as well, being inside, I think in cold weather, I think that's a relatively good idea. There are vehicles that do have their batteries in a more exposed position, which, you know, if it was like minus 25 outside, perhaps you wouldn't actually want that. Like with all Niesmann Bischoffs, it's more or less design your own. So if you didn't want the drawers up there, storage up there, then you could have a bed up there if you so desired. As you know from me, I'm not so keen on having beds when I can have more storage. But in any case though, there is ample headroom. At a rough guess, I think we're looking at now, what, about almost 2 meters standing height as it is, so it does give a little bit of room to put a bed under the driving position or indeed the table. I'll also point out they've got this system here of music that doesn't lose loudspeakers. I think it's called resonance sound, and okay, in this case we've got a television doing it, but you can get it coming out. It seems as though it's coming out the furniture. Well, no doubt the people interested in music will know more about that than I do. The very large skylights as well, I'd like to point out, and also in the central part something which you've got, which Niesmann Bischoff do, and is a central fan, which in hot weather one is rather glad of. That's located next to the kitchen, so maybe as you're doing the cooking, at least you won't be getting so hot as you would be doing otherwise. I'm supremely comfortable sitting down here. A lot of support in the chairs. I like a bit of support. Right, so if you're interested, please have a look at my website. There's more information on this and many other vehicles, and www.motorhomefulltime.com.